Back with the XR8 project. It's moved, it's one thing. So earlier today we had a guy come out, Locksmith, to recode some new keys. $450 for 20 minutes. Would have only been 20 minutes or so. Went to work, come back home and jumped in. Car started 3 times and died within 1.5 seconds each time, and then wouldn't recognise the key anymore. So, as I said in the last one, I was a bit nervous about doing this because $450 is a lot of money. Just throw away. So welcome to Tassie weather, by the way. It was sunny 20 minutes ago. So we rang the locksmith. He was willing to come back and recode the key, but I'm sort of like thinking, what's the point? Obviously something's amiss somewhere. History of this is I had the steering column out to repair. The clutch was twisting, so I reinforced the pedal box, and it's sat in the shed for about 4 years. It's been probably pulled apart for one of those years, and in the end we were checking everything out, and my son wiggled this plug and the smart shield light went out. So hit the key and away she went. So now I've got the regular flashing hand. I've been inside about half an hour, and let's see if it's fixed. So what I did was I opened the plug and the little connections in the end of the plug, and the end of this plug here, brown one. I don't want to wobble it anymore. I used a scalpel blade, just opened the end of the fittings up. So in theory it should be fixed. So we turn ignition to on. There's your hand, and it's gone. So it's fixed. So he did code the keys, and it worked, oddly, and it started on both keys. And by the time I got home, it started 3 times and stopped within 1.5 seconds. Then reactivated the smart shield. It wouldn't start. It wouldn't even turn over. The little hand was flashing real fast again. And now we mess with that plug. I've opened up the connections. It appears hand on, hand gone. So I looked up, I was going to buy a little plug and get the Ford bloody program, and because apparently you can program your own keys. You get on Ford forums and it tells you a little chip that plugs in down here. You can buy off the internet. I can't remember what it's called, but if you get onto Ford forums, if you have this problem, pay to get on the Ford forums and just look through all the Smart Shield conversations, and there it tells you how to buy the little plug. I looked on eBay, they're only like $16, and then you join some website, 4Con I think it's called, and I think you get 2 months free trial, and you can program your keys with that. But luckily everything seems to be operating as per normal again, thank God. So the door locks are all working properly. It was just that plug, it's been disconnected for so long. It must have got a bit of crap on it, so I just scratched all the little plugs in there, inside and out, and opened the male connections up a bit and closed the female ones a little bit and plugged it back together, and now it's right. So let's hope it stays right, because I can't afford to throw away $450 every time it decides to shit itself. So next we'll be jacking up the front end. We're looking at exhaust systems, as you can hear. We don't know if we're going to stick with these headers and original cats because they're welded on, or if we're actually going to buy a whole, I think it's a Manta system. We're either going to go with the single 3-inch system or the twin 2.5-inch system. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. So next we'll be jacking the front end up. Got to put all new Super Pro bushes through the front. take the extractors off and figure out how we're going with the exhaust system, because to do it in separate pieces it looks like it's going to cost $1,400. If I buy a kit straight off the website, it's like nearly $2,500. So it looks like Genie extractors are the cheapest, so we'll just see how we go. I'll share as we go along to figure out, because exhaust for BAs are common as and cheap, but for the AU it seems like difficult. I don't know why, it's a bit frustrating, but anyway, we'll get there. So, put it back together. It goes. Does it still go? Every time I walk near it, I just want to make sure that little hand goes off, and it does. So, happy days.